Impromptu. That's right, y'all. I am sharing my desktop now. So everybody, yeah, right. So soon I'll post it. So I am streaming my desktop right now. And I'm doing it says social media analytics. Let me edit this real quick so everybody knows that this is actually jobs in demand and hiring now. And I want to show you the pathway to being able to find these jobs in demand and hiring now. So it's one thing to talk it through, it's another thing just to openly, continuously share the alpha, share where the information is located. So that's what I wanted to do really quick is make sure that you all have that information. And then, okay, the stream just changed, so we're good. So next I'm going to and sharing with you all the following, which is cool. Can y'all see my screen? Yet? Can somebody pin it to the top? So I'm streaming. So let me go in here and stream. So what I'm going to talk to you about now, hiring, even if there's technology differences. You may notice on the screen, if you can see it, because I'm streaming live from Twitter to YouTube to Twitch right now. So I'm streaming to those 4 platforms. And these are the jobs on LinkedIn. So LinkedIn has become one of my go-to sources for jobs because they're sending jobs in my inbox anyway. So now I'm starting to coexist with folks that's hiring. So you may notice that first things first, can anybody following along yet? Can somebody pin that? Yes, I got you. Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. Good looking. If you click on it, just it will echo in this space because you'll hear it yourself. Just right. So I'm gonna turn this volume down, and I'm not clicking on it in the space. I'm gonna let it be, and you all can just take a look at it and see. So I've turned down my volume on my desktop so that way we don't have that interference as much. And you'll see now for the AI in demand jobs, one of the jobs, and this is a promoted job that my icon is on, and it's for a project manager. So let's talk through skill sets for a project manager. And you can be a project manager in real life. You can be a project manager virtually, and you can manage multiple projects. So it doesn't necessarily have to be Web3 based. It could be based in real life. It could be metaverse jobs. It could be tech jobs. You decide. But project management is managing multiple things in that bucket. So let's take a look and see what they're asking us for. This is a hybrid job. So this is interesting. When you go through on LinkedIn and you're looking for a job, here's some key areas to pay attention to, right? So the first area to pay attention to is in this hourglass, this is where you put the type of job you're looking for. So if you're a developer, and we're going to go through and we're going to play with some of these different opportunities that's out here. One of the ones that I'm really excited about is kind of a governmental job, but there's no experience needed necessary. I was like, oh my goodness, this is game changing. So you'll see also you can change your country here. So see this drop down menu, you can switch your locations where you're interested in working. And then once you have that figured out, you hit search. But before you do all that, let's go into your prompts and your commands. So you might decide in here, date posted. So date posted anytime the past 2 weeks, the past 24 months. So you really want to dig in and you want to go through and somebody said they can't see full screen. Okay. Is it a split screen that you see? Just keep talking to me in the chats and we'll keep answering those questions for you. This is good. Interactive, you all. So if there's questions you have, put it down and tweet it out or come up to the speaker and just ask your question. So next, date posted, we went through their experience level. So you decide inside the box what your experience level is. I always leave it unchecked because it don't matter to me, right? And then the company, right? So I use this kind of to find opportunities to network with other businesses that have needs. So I'm waiting on some businesses to come up to say, ooh, I got some questions. I got a job I'm hiring for, Yaeunda. I need X amount of people on my project, Yaeunda. And you can come up and you can use this stage, but we're continuing to go through this query, this sort. Next, you have job type. So are you looking for a full-time, part-time contract job, temporary, voluntary internship? And by the way, there's some people that's now paying interns in the tech industry. This is getting good. Next, on site. Do you want to go on site? Do you want to work remote or do you want a hybrid? So maybe you drive in. I used to allow my region team, my finance director, my HR director, they would be able to, on Mondays and Fridays, I would let them telework, right? Which meant they was working from home. And then Wednesday and Tuesday through Thursdays, I wanted the team to be dispersed into the stores supporting those teams. So that's an example of what a hybrid type of work model looks like. Remote, that's just off-site. And then on-site is you're on-site. You're physically present on-site. Next, easy apply. Yep, you can decide if you only want easy apply. So what's an easy apply? That allows for you to click the button. They've already pre-selected what matters most to them in that kind of pre-selection sorting out criteria. So this makes it easy for you to upload up to 5 resumes. That's correct. Up to 5 resumes. You're like, wait a minute, I only have 1. Nope, 5 resumes. Because it depends on the industry that you're targeting and the skill set that you're trying to get employed in. Okay. So I use this. I look for my partnerships, brands, businesses, owners. I look for my partnerships here on LinkedIn. Okay. So I look, and this is just how I leverage this piece of it. So I'm gonna go to AI. Did I change any of my filters? I didn't. Okay. So next you'll notice some jobs. Here's some federal construction program manager positions. So wait a minute. What is that? We're going to go into that in just a minute. I want to pause for a moment. Are there any questions or thoughts about this so far? And how to sort your query on LinkedIn? Okay, good.
Not about sorting. You're doing a really thorough job. I do have a question for later about the resumes, but we'll come back.
Well, go ahead. You can ask.
Well, you said you could upload up to 5. Does that hurt your, like, do you just, like, because I've done a lot of different jobs in my past, right? So, like, knowing that I can upload 5, I didn't know that. So that is a huge relief, because, just to show, like, the skill set. But does it hurt your chances if they see all of the other resumes? I don't really know how to formulate, I guess, the question properly yet. I don't know.
That's a great question. No, that is a great question. And here's the answer. You decide which resume they see. Only you know that you've uploaded 5 resumes. So, and what that does, it allows for you to have kind of like your toolkit sitting right there of your full 5 resumes. You can date them as you upload them. You can add special titles to them so that you know the correct resume that you're pulling to apply for some of these opportunities. Okay. You're welcome. Excellent question, Admiral. Next, I want to take you to, I'm going to this chief business officer. Let's just look at what this chief business officer is. Okay. So, and by the way, remember I have AI in here. So AI positions, let's figure out what they need. So when I go into the AI positions, chief business officer, let's see what this says. AI palette is transforming CPG industry, right? So with product innovation by spotting, analyzing emerging consumer trends in real time through our platform that is built on a proprietary AI machine learning models. Some of us are building our own models. Some of us aren't building our models. So you have to decide where you are in your journey. Do you want to iron sharpens iron? Does this align to your skill set? Let's keep talking about it. They've received many accolades. They're in the top 10 CPG analytics startups in August 2022. So this is they're saying, hey, come to us. And this is food and retail tech. Okay. So the Kickstart Innovation in Switzerland 2020. So I'm like, okay, this is interesting. This is good. Okay. So they're looking for a chief business officer. What is that all about? This is what the requirements are. The requirements are to manage the entire go-to-market and teams responsible for sales, customer success, marketing, and customer services functions. Strategies, build, grow business plans for the company across the different markets. What that segment is going to be focused on. Build and deliver on the entire sales plan. And y'all can read the rest here. I can go through line by line, but this seems pretty lengthy. I want to get down to the requirements and then their ideal candidate, right? And I'm going to show y'all how I leverage LinkedIn to be a really good business partner and strategist for me in my business and in your business as well. So now you go through, and remember, this is an easy apply. If I click on easy apply, I'm going to show you this, Admiral, since you asked. You didn't ask really, right? But this is personal, but I share with y'all because Web3 is about transparency, right? Oh my goodness, there it is. Here's my phone number and all that type of stuff. I click that button for easy apply. I hit next. All of a sudden, there's 5 resumes there, 5 resumes, 5, right? And some of them I've even automated and made digital. I then click next. It's saying a resume is required. Which one you want it? So I'm going to choose. I'm going to choose that one and I'm going to hit next. Now it asks me some question. How much money you want to make? That's always nice when they start out with how much money you want to make, right? That's a question you need to be prepared to answer when you're looking at some of these job boards. How much money you want to make? Because I got to fill in the blank. There's no drop down. Do you have experience selling to the CPG industry? I think that's a yes or no. Wait a minute. And then the next piece to it is how long is your notice period in weeks? So if you have to give that's all y'all want to know? I got to give a 2-week notice, how much money I want to make, and can I sell? Yes or no? What? That's all. And by the way, I'm Xing out. And next it says, do you want to save this application or do you want to discard it? I'm going to discard it because I was doing this for purposes to talk with you all to show you as a live demo how to go through here. Requirements are track of building high performance teams, at least 5 years of SaaS experience, prior experience enterprise clients, prior experience of growing teams, customer-centric mindsets, ability to work in ambiguous and vague environments and drive activity independently, experience of SaaS selling in the US, and have experience taking a Series A startup to a Series C and beyond. Hold up. I just heard a Series A. So understanding investor language a little bit. What does that say to you when you hear Series A? Funding. Funding. Okay. What else, Admiral?
It's the first round of the seed funding that, if I understand correctly, like if you can get your Series A, it allows you to then go towards the Series C, which can go from, a couple million to 100 or so million, etc. That's simplified and watered down as much as I can make it.
And that is absolutely fabulous. And what that says to me when I see Series A, and then I know I don't know if there's a B, but a Series B and a C, that means they're planning for growth. So in my mindset, they're already putting out there, hey, we're going to grow, y'all. So it's just a matter of, do you want in on this or don't you want in on this? And by the way, this is a chief business officer. So this is a company looking for a partner. Okay. I got it. No problem. Next, what's ideal for them? Experience selling CPG industry and high risk appetite. So we understand the risk of Web3, Metaverse, AI, and the technology now. So what does it look like to work for their company? So as businesses, as enterprises, this is important to look at for us, how we're positioning our expectations for people that's going to work for us. wait a minute, positioning, how we present ourselves, that means our company, our brand, to the world, and what narrative are we saying? So this is I thought this was kind of cool to see this. And again, these aren't pre-screened. Well, some of them are pre-screened, but I want to show you. So I have a gold symbol around my name. So gold symbol around my name means that I'm a pro member of LinkedIn. I'm a pro member of LinkedIn because this is part of my consolation prize because I didn't get selected for the incubator class that they had that I applied for back in July. So they gave me a whole bunch of tools as a cancellation prize. So thank you, Microsoft. Thank y'all. Appreciate it. LinkedIn. So looking through here, it allows for me to see some other things that you can't see this if you don't have the pro version. So I'm giving you some insight as to why it's kind of beneficial to have the pro version. So I'm looking through and I'm seeing here from a premium, right? So this is telling me, because this is premium access, how many people applied for this job already? What? It told me how many people applied for it in the last day, 19. The most common applicant skills. Wait a minute, I got 50%. No, I got all that. Because these are the top 10 competencies. So let me talk to y'all about jobs a little bit. What happens is these jobs, these bots, this is how the job market is a little bit now. These bots go through and they pre-screen. They have they're loaded with pre-selecting. And these are the 10 pre-selected buzz or key skill sets. So automatically, if I don't have these 10, I'm going to rank lower as an applicant to this job. I'm teaching y'all some stuff that they don't tell y'all. I'm just trying to tell you, right? And that's if you're looking for a job. Like, wait a minute. I don't know if I'm touching base with y'all. I don't know if y'all like this content I'm telling y'all. Can I get a show of hearts if y'all like what I'm saying to y'all? Can I get some hearts? If y'all want me to change on Huh?
I'm watching you live on LinkedIn.
Are you?
I can hear you better, yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah. I got I'm like glued. Because I'm like, I can never figure out how to update this part, my skill set, and it drives me nuts. So like now I'm hunting in my settings and I don't know, because it's telling me I don't know Adobe Premiere Pro. Okay, sure. What? Yes, I do. Please and thank you. I don't know how to change this. I'm so tired of seeing you have, and then it tells me yeah. Anyways, please carry on. I'm rambling now because I'm very, very much into what you're doing.
Thank you all. And again, this goes out and we'll share this across. So these are your 10 skills right here that ranks. So you see management, strategy, business strategy, strategic planning. I'm a strategist. Like I should have checked now. So I'm gonna have to talk to LinkedIn about their bots. I'm a strategist. So I should have checked all these boxes right here from a flat out strategist perspective. So come on, y'all, because y'all might be that might be limiting the applicant pool based on.
No, it does. It does astronomically. And if it's a bot, Yaeunda, is this a bot?
So I don't know that for a fact it's a bot. When I can look at my data because I requested my data from LinkedIn as well. It's big too. Ooh, that's a big file. Wow. So, but most of the job boards are using bots. Okay. And those bots are pre-selecting. So wording, keyword phrasing really does matter. It really does matter. Okay. So next we're going to look at applicant seniority level. You got your VP level applicants. So there's 17 applicants that are vice president already there. And then CXOs level 14 applied. Then 14 director level applied. Then 10 senior level applied. But this is a large position right here. So because it should attract that type of skill set, right? That kind. So 13% have a master's degree. I'm showing y'all some stuff here. And again, why I'm calling this out, I know y'all can see this, but I'm sharing this with you all so that y'all can see the magnitude of why you pay for pro, why you don't pay for pro, and what's behind pro that you may not see. So 44% have a bachelor's degree, 40% have a master's degree, and or similar to, and then 3% have degrees. My master's degree is in organizational management and organizational development. I look at companies and it's easy for me to help those companies scale based on strategy. I know that's simple, right? And it's an eclectic MBA. Then it tells me how many people applied and what areas they applied from. And then we have, oh, this is how this company been hiring. Pay attention to companies. So are you wasting your time? Are you not wasting your time? Look at the total employees for this company is 79. Over the last 2 years, this company has had 182% growth. And in business development, they've had zero. What? So take a look at this graph and it shows you when they brought in their staff. Look at January 2022. Wait a minute. So July 2021, January 2022, it went up, it came down, and then January 23 is starting to go back up. The average tenure is less than a year at this company, so you have to understand the environment you're going into. Then it tells you what schools or what companies they're hiring people from. I'm gonna show y'all more premium insights because it's interesting to be able to go in and do a deep dive into whether or not you want to do business with the company or not. And that's how I'm able to leverage looking at jobs as content creators, right? So you just dive in. Now you see this whole functional employee distribution graph is engineering, IT, business development, and marketing. So it tells you in the last year how this company has grown analytics wise. These are some analytics deep diving into the jobs. It also shows you senior management and it also names some of the people. Now, what I do with this, now that they name somebody, I now go and I connect with that person, you all. I connect with that person because this person is the vice president of growth. And I can click on them, send them an invite, and then we're about to get started doing business. Okay. And that is how you look at your jobs. I'm going to hit the back button, see where it takes me. If not, then I'll just, okay, it just took me back. Really good job, LinkedIn. Good job. Any questions on anything I went over so far? I noticed a couple people came to the stage. Hi, Mr. G. How are you?
Hey, G, I'm doing great. Just loving the outfit here. And yeah, I've been on LinkedIn for a long time and still learning stuff. So thank you.
Excellent. Excellent. Astro, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing awesome. How are you?
I am doing awesome, my friend. Can't complain.
Can I add to the conversation from my standpoint?
Absolutely, you can.
And it's totally uninformed, but this is what I'll say. I think when seeking out a job, it's more important to network than it is to apply. Or rather, that's how my experience has been like. I feel like the whole application thing is a bit dry, but when you network, when you know the CEO, when you've conversed and that opportunity to work together presents itself, it just seems like it works out better that way, right? That's why they say it's important to have, and that's why they essentially say that your network is a network. My bad. But yeah, I'm happy to be here. It's been a minute. I have been somewhat off Twitter a little bit, trying to seek the real growth, the user acquisition. So as I do this, I'm also playing on Twitch, which is interesting. But yeah, I'm happy to be here. And that's my little somewhat contribution to the topic. I'm not sure what you'll essentially say to that. Yeah, does it make sense? Or maybe it's just from my personal background, because where I'm from, and if there are any Africans in the room, please come up and agree or disagree. But connections go much farther than your credentials.